TCS! Welcome, one and all. The more, this is like 10 cars. This is a lot of cars we'll have today. 100 cars. We're at the halfway point on these cards. Let's get right into them. Ray from The Princess and the Frog is a 5 inkable, 3 strength, 3 willpower with 3 lore production, and he has evasive. This is, of course, in German, and Wendig is evasive. I won't even attempt to announce what he is, but the Glue Chen is likely Firefly. You already have your Mad Hatter, and you already have Mr. Cusco, or King Cusco, Emperor Cusco. I think Ray is really good and limited as an unexpected top end that you can run away with the game since your opponent is unlikely to have so much removal. This is one of those cards that doesn't get hit by the world's greatest criminal mind. This is okay. I think Emerald is shaping up to do very nicely. If not the best color, like Ruby is looking, then the second best ink with steel variants and, of course, amber variants. Next one I'll show you guys here is Pick a Fight, the Wreck-It Ralph card, a 2 non-inkable action. Chosen character can challenge ready characters this turn. Taking out Stitch, Rockstar without your opponent's consent is a huge deal. Fairly costed, 2 is pretty easy to cast. I don't think it takes you back too far. You can still play something after this. And lots of times in my hand, I'm finding when I play Steel Amber that my 2, I play my Simba Protective Cub, and I put out, I have the Simba Future King, then I have 2 ink or more left over when I don't have something big. Pick a Fight takes care of that problem and says, I have the opportunity, if I would like to, go about playing a more aggressive on the play strategy, as well as very important for late in the game against these characters that are difficult to hit. It gives you another turn, and that turn where you clear a character off the board may just give you enough time to catch back up to your opponent and win the game. Pick a Fight, good card. I'm greatly excited about this next one. Ratigan, very large mouse, 3 strength, 3 willpower, 5 non-inkable. This is expensive, and you'd likely only play 1 or 2 of him. On the off chance that you don't pull Ratigan, may just want to risk it because there aren't very many non-inkables in Ruby. Gives the opportunity for Ruby to go in alternate routes than Amethyst, because Amethyst had a couple of non-inkables that were just better because of non-inkables, and you took that risk and you played them because they're better cards. Ratigan, very large mouse, I believe is one of those better cards. Questing for 2 lore and has the effect, This is my kingdom. When you play this character, exert chosen opposing character with 3 strength or less. Choose one of your characters and ready them. They can't quest for the rest of this turn. So I believe this is a perfect addition to the Christopher Robin package. There's already the Fan of Flames, the shields were already run, and the LeFou instigators were an early addition to the control decks. I believe Ratigan will be a 4 of in those decks that you have to, gain tempo back on your side of the board, and it's pretty easy to catch up when your guys are attacking and questing and questing. It's good. I like this card. I think it's very awesome addition. Losing 3 ink off the top curve is a big deal. It's a rapid implementation of this speed tactic. And I think it's innovative. Another addition to this deck that we were just referring to is this Shere Khan. This one is, of course, in German again, but it's a 3 strength, 3 willpower, 3 cost. You can read those. Whenever one of your other characters challenges, gain 1 lore is an excellent effect. 3 strength, 3 willpower, 3 cost is good stats that you're receiving, and this is a decent effect that could change the course of the game. Change your Christopher Robin into one of those characters that's challenging and gaining 3 lore instead of 2 lore. He quests for 2 lore, gains 2 lore when he readies, attacks or challenges a character. Hopefully, they have less than 5 strength, which most of these characters do. You ready him again. He quests for 2. He quests for another 2. Are you ready for 2? That's 7 lore in one turn from this character. Quite a few, and that's on the low end. Like the least leading up to it isn't difficult math to take care of. So I couldn't understand what the background was on this one. This is Honest John from Pinocchio, the deceiver himself. He's a 3 non-inkable, 2 strength, 3 willpower character that quests for 1 lore. He has the effect when you play a Floodborn character, your opponent loses 1 lore, which is awesome. I haven't a fair fit for Honest John yet. Found it. Only removes 1 lore from your opponent when you play a Floodborn character, not when you play Honest John himself. 3 non-inkable is quite an awkward place for you to cast something. Aladdin Street Rat had done this effect, and he was an inkable character right when you played him. The new Lady Tremaine in Ruby is doing the same effect, and she is also an inkable. I don't like Honest John. I don't think he's gonna get off the ground running. Next, we'll have a package deal. These are the ZOOTOPIA cards. Perhaps we'll see another. First we'll look at the Judy Hopps. She is the uncommon of the 2. Judy Hopps is a Sapphire character. When you play her, you may banish chosen item. Its player draws a card. And the Magic Mirror is a pretty good thing to get rid of. 3 inkable, 2 strength, 3 willpower with 2 lore production isn't the greatest stats. It's good that we have this option outside of steel now. Beast Hard-Headed was pretty good. I think this is fairly balanced at 2 ink less to play and have your opponent draw 1 card. It seems fair. And sets your opponent a little behind tempo. Steel does as well have a new edition of Board Clear. Chief Bogo, or Bogo, I think it was Chief Bogo. He's the actor from England who was also in Star Trek. Oh my gosh. So respected officer, 2 strength, 4 willpower, questing for 2. He had 4 non-inkable. Whenever you play a Floodborn character, deal 1 damage to each opposing character. Of course, this is another addition to your Beast package in Emerald Steel. The Emerald Steel deck is shaping up to have so many different tools that deal damage and remain on the board with excellent stats. It's a bomb of a powerhouse of a tier 1 deck. That's what it's shaping up to be. If you deal 1 damage to the entire opponent's board once, then that's good. Of course, you expect them to have resist. These resist cards are like, yeah, you're expecting it. But even if they are losing resist or they only mouse armor one of their characters, highly unlikely that we'll see resist on all of the characters. So for you to ping 1 damage onto at least 1 character after playing a Floodborn character is great stats. I think you'd like to ping 1 damage per stat point, so if you deal 2, then you're breaking even with Chief Bogo. And of course, you're already playing Tinkerbell, Giant Fairy. Cinderella is one of the another high-end card that's really good. We have Belle. I believe Belle. I'm like pretty optimistic with Belle because questing for 3 is really good, and you must remove it. Forcing your opponent to get rid of all of those cards is quite detrimental. He has the steel logo on his sleeve, which he might have that in the actual movie. Speaking of package deals, next we'll have 8 cards in one. I'm sure everyone's seen these because they're going rampant everywhere. The Snow White, Sneezy, Sleepy, Happy, Dopey, Grumpy, Bashful, and Doc package. Man, that was difficult to memorize. Of course, we'll start with the Snow White on 2. Then turn after, you're likely to play, I have it written down, Doc, along with Sneezy or Sleepy, because you have the reduced cost of Doc. Doc is probably the best of these 7 dwarf characters. Sneezy is probably the the one that you'd rather play instead of Sleepy. On turn 3, you'll play Bashful. Grumpy isn't as good of one of these cards. And on 4, you'll play Happy. Or the 4th character that you'll play, is Happy. These are good characters. I believe you'll want to ink all of these. Then your hand is empty, of course, because you played and inked everything that you could. That's the order it's looking like is the best one for you to make the most out of the game. Of course, these are going to have varying, like, this is the best combination of 7 dwarves in your deck. How many do you run of each, along with your 4 Snow Whites? Because you'll play 4 Snow Whites. She is a pseudo lantern, reduces the cost of your 7 dwarf characters by 1, not any other character, and it's just a regular effect. You don't have to have her tap or exert her for this effect, which is good. It is quite gimmicky to put all of these characters into one deck, and all of the deck against Snow White is a target for instant removal. They spiral out of control down the rabbit hole, goes in that as well. Raid really nicely because they give buffs and debuffs to opposing characters. They also make this really beautiful art if you put them all next to one another. Let me know what you guys believe about the 7 dwarfs in the comments. How many of each one you'll run. The last character we have is the legendary Amber character, a 5 inkable Mufasa, Betrayed Leader. 3 strength, 3 willpower, quests for 2. He's a Storyborn Mentor King. The sun will set. When this character is banished, you may reveal the top card of your deck if it's a character card. You may play that character for free and they enter play exerted. Otherwise, put it on top of your deck, incentivizing you not to run any songs, not only songs, but items. The lanterns are like really tough to let go in those decks, especially it helps you get to Mufasa earlier. I believe it's good because questing for 2 each turn, then having your opponent attack into him, then putting something on the top of your library, your deck into play is good for you. One of the better cards. I've tried this effect in other games and it hasn't worked, yet if it works, because these are 60 card decks and you're playing only, all of your card draw is Stitch Rockstar or Stitch Carefree Surfer. These are good for your Amber decks to maintain and bring back stuff that need to draw a card with. If you get something that costs 3, then you're breaking even. Like, it feels good. Even a 2 cost character feels okay, right? It's absurd if you hit some Cinderella or Giant Tinkerbell. I think the steel stuff, maybe Goofy even, you could high roll with Goofy. Just absurd. It's nuts if you hit Goofy. That's gonna do it for this video, folks. I hope you have enjoyed watching. Stick around for when we release the rest of these spoilers as they come. They'll go on the Triangle Circle Square channel. That's going to do it for me today. Subscribe if you haven't already, and like this video if you enjoyed any part of it. Goodbye.